I'm reading original killer concepts from my YouTube comments. Today's original killer concept comes from Angels with Eyes, and their concept is The Urge.
Okay, let's go.
So quick disclaimer, the powers and perks for this character are original, but the lore for this character is not original, and I'll let you guys decide or see if you can guess who it is. So the Urge has an average height, tear radius of 24 meters, and moves at about 4.6 meters per second. This would make the Urge's comparison in DBD today as the Hag in Spirit's height and tear radius with the Onryo's movement speed. Now let's get into the lore, which, like I said previously, it might sound familiar. Orphaned at 3 after witnessing his mother's brutal murder, Dex was adopted by a police officer who recognized his trauma and sociopathic tendencies. Trained to channel his bloodlust into vigilantism, Dex targets only heinous criminals, meticulously covering his tracks by wearing gloves and disposing of bodies in the ocean. Dex juggles his dual personas to maintain a semblance of normality. His life spirals further when he is hunted by a serial killer, which is his own brother, and another who murders his wife. The weight of these tragedies slowly erodes his sanity, blurring the lines between his two personas. Dex becomes increasingly paranoid, his carefully constructed facade crumbling as he fails to maintain control. His mind becomes a battleground of guilt, grief, and a relentless urge to kill. As Dex's mind fractures further, he finds himself in the throes of a violent storm. Swallowed by the waves, he is pulled into the entity's realm. The Dark Force recognizes his talent for killing and sees potential in his meticulously honed skills. The entity offers Dex a new purpose: to hunt and kill in its twisted trials. Now known as the Urge, Dex uses his precision and cunning to stalk survivors, turning the skills he once used for justice into tools of terror. In this new realm, Dex must navigate the horrors of the entity's trials, his fractured mind, and dual personas tested like never before. Alright, so we're going to talk about the killer's powers. I want to shout out Angel for going to so much detail with these powers that I actually had to make 3 separate graphics so we could understand what everything is doing while we're reading over this. Alright, so the killer's power is called the Dark Passenger. Special ability, Bad Habit. You start the trial with 0% habit, you slowly gain 1% habit each second, and 3% per second while in chase. If you are stunned by any means, you lose 30% habit. When you miss a basic attack, the Urge loses 10% habit. When hitting a survivor with any percentage of habit reached, each 1% habit transfers to the survivor's final blow meter by 1%. Survivors can slowly remove their final blow meter by interacting with anything such as gens, totems, healing, etc. As your bad habit increases, certain things happen at each percentage. So the first percent would be disappointment, which is when you reach 25% bad habit, the special ability Blood Analysis is enabled. The special ability Blood Analysis is activated when you hit 25% bad habit, as mentioned. Blood pools are 100% larger, or tracks. The Urge can inspect pools of blood with Blood Analysis. Inspecting blood pools will enable the killer instinct on the survivor whose blood you analyzed. So back to the first part of the power, the second stage we have is Anger. When reaching 50% bad habit, the next attack will inflict deep wound status effect. The next percentage increase would be Rage. When reaching 75% bad habit, the Urge will clench his hand and his lunge attack will be increased by 50%. And the fourth part of this power, Pain. When reaching 100% bad habit, the Urge will be stunned and lose all bad habit, being unable to earn bad habit for 5 seconds. Now, when a survivor's final blow meter is at 100%, you are able to place them onto a kill table. When placing a survivor on a kill table, unless at 100% final blow, it will add a single hook stage and transmit each 1% of final blow to every survivor per second. Survivors are unable to naturally die on a kill table. When a survivor is at 100% final blow and is placed onto a kill table, the Urge's release activates. The Urge's release plays a short Mori-like animation and instantly kills the survivor. Now, while all of this is going on, there is a final blow effect that we've been talking about that we didn't get into details about. Here are the details. As a survivor's final blow increases, Certain things happen at each percentage. So at any percentage, the survivors are blinded for the duration of Final Blow. At 10%, they gain hemorrhage for the duration of Final Blow. At 30%, they perform actions 5% slower. At 50%, they gain exhausted status for 30 seconds. At 70%, they gain hindered status for 30 seconds. At 90%, oblivious for the duration of Final Blow. And at 100%, they gain exposed for the duration of Final Blow until the survivor removes at least 30% of Final Blow. All right, so now we can get into the killer's perks. The first perk being Born in Blood. When walking on a survivor's blood pool, you gain 5% haste for 2 seconds. The second perk is called Brotherly Bond. Whenever your aura is revealed to a survivor, you gain undetectable status for 30 seconds. Once the undetectable status is finished, the survivor who revealed your aura has their aura revealed to you for 10 seconds. This perk has a cooldown of 30 seconds. So the third and final perk is called Splitting Headache. When stunned by a pallet, Splitting Headache activates. When it is active, the next basic attack that hits a survivor makes them scream and inflicts blindness to any survivor inside of your terror radius. All right, so I want to give Angel a huge shout out for this killer concept. This one was so intricate and so detailed. I'm very, very happy and proud that you actually thought of this entire idea. Like, the DBD community would probably give you a high five or like your comment or whatever. They might like this video and leave their own comments. I'm giving you my own seal of approval. This is a very, very good killer concept. So the killer's power is so intricate, I think it would make for an amazing gameplay for both killer and survivor, because the survivor kind of has to realize like there's going to be stuff going on. It's very, very similar to keeping track of like the clocks on Freddy or the Unreal, keeping track of tapes. It's another variant of that, which is fun gameplay most of the time. Now, on the other side of that, the killer also needs to be keeping track of his ability, so how much bad habit he's going through and what he has. Because if he doesn't hit anybody, or if he doesn't actually reach a survivor and he gets to that 100%, everything's going to drop. So it's like there's a reward system, but also if you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to lose your bad habit. Also, if you guys are wondering where this lore came from, it came from the show Dexter. I've watched a couple seasons of the show. I thought it was pretty good. I just never finished it. I'd recommend checking it out. Once again, fantastic job here, Angel. If you guys have killer concepts, drop them in the comments. I read every single killer concept. I'm a little bit behind right now, but I will get to them and potentially make a video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the other killer concept videos I've already made.